Hello? Hey, are we on? Are we good? We're good? Okay. Oh my god. Hi everybody. It's Cubbie. I know that I said I wasn't going to come back on until I'm gonna have my own Periscope and stop borrowing Rebecca's. So I said I wasn't gonna be back until then, but I'm making a very special exception today, and I want to thank you guys who are joining me, because you won't really know what I'm talking about, but I think you will appreciate my message anyway. So it's Cubbie, and as you can see, I am recovered from my cheek surgery, so I don't have to be in pajamas anymore, and I don't have to have my bandage on, and I'm feeling pretty good. Rebecca has been getting me some things. She got me a tripod and some lenses so we could start setting up my studio for when I have my very own Periscope. Oh my god, you guys, I am so excited. I can't even tell you. And so you know who else is really excited about that? Sean. And for those of you who are joining who don't know, Sean and Rebecca are the people that I live with, and they look after me, and we hang out together, and we have a good time. And Sean is awesome. He's really cool. He's my biggest fan. Like, every time that I've been off for a while, he starts going to Rebecca, because Rebecca's my camera woman, and he goes like, "Hey, when do I get some more Cubbie? Hey, I miss my Cubbie. Where is it?" And then he like binge watches like the old videos. Like, this is his computer right here. We're gonna take a quick. Oh no, the screen went black. Well, okay, but his computer is here, and I noticed that on the screen was an old Cubbie video, because he was binge watching again. Like, how cool is that? Like, I live with my biggest fan. That's so awesome. So anyway, so on to the message that I have today. So, today is 9/11/2015. And for very many people, that is a very, very sad day. And actually, normally it would be for Sean and Rebecca too, because they lived in Manhattan on 9/11, and it was pretty scary. They told me a lot of stories about that day. Rebecca got a call that day from her friend, and she was like listening to the answering machine. She was like, "Oh God, like, what's her drama today?" And then she was like, "Oh my God, there's something serious going on." So she went and looked at the news and saw what was going on, and this was in the morning, and she went and woke Sean up, and she was like, "Oh my God, the World Trade Center is gone." And Sean was like, "You mean like David Copperfield?" And he was really confused because he just woke up. And she was like, "No, like, for serious, dude." And it was like totally scary. And like, and Rebecca told me like that day, like, they weren't sure what was gonna happen, and like, they had a lot of friends in DC too, and it was just a crazy day. But I don't want to talk about that too much, because that's not the special message that I have. Because, see, there was something else going on that day. That day was also Sean and Rebecca's anniversary. I know, right? Talk about timing. So they didn't really celebrate that year, but they have celebrated in the years since then, obviously, because, you know, life goes on, and you have to still celebrate your anniversary. And so they always felt like, you know, it was good to have something nice to focus on that day, and even though, you know, they still remember everything, and it was still a terrible day in a lot of ways, you know, they still have each other, and they're still very happy. And last year was their 20th anniversary. What? oh my God. Well, okay, 20th anniversary for people who, never got married because they're like, that Tim and Susan people in the movies is what they say. But they're happy. They're very happy. So anyway, so this year is their 21st anniversary. And so I thought, Rebecca and I thought that the best thing that we could do for Sean for a present would be to make a scoop for him, because he loves Cubbie, yay! And Cubbie loves living with Sean and Rebecca because they take good care of me, and they were very, very nice to me during my surgery, and so I wanted to do something special for Sean. So if you're out there and you feel like giving a little love, you could, if you wouldn't mind giving a few hearts if you want to give a little shout out to Sean, that'd be pretty awesome. I would appreciate that a lot. But if not, if you just want to watch, that's okay too. So I want to tell Sean, happy anniversary to you and Rebecca. And I will tell you guys who are watching just a little bit about, like, what kind of crazy kids these people are. So, like, they met in acting class, and they met because Rebecca was, she wanted to do a scene where she played a runaway, and her teacher wrote it, by the way, so she's like totally sucking up and like, oh, I'm gonna do the scene that my teacher wrote, and but she needed somebody who could play a hermit who doesn't talk, and you wouldn't think of Sean for that role normally, because Sean talks kind of a lot. Like, even now, like, he has used up so many people's words, it's crazy. But he was a really good actor, and when he came into the class, so Rebecca, like, totally, like, was, like, all up in his grill, like, all like, oh my god, you have to be my scene partner, and you have to play this guy, and he barely talks, and he just kind of grunts, and I, like, talk the whole time, and it's, like, kind of all about me, but also I really need somebody who's really good to do the scene, and, like, it would be awesome if you would do that with me, come on, and so he said yes, because Rebecca was really cute and wore plaid tights and combat boots and had long hair, and he was like, sort of like, what? I'm a nerd boy and she's talking to me and stuff. Like, this is kind of awesome. And so they did the scene, and it was really good, but they got really lazy, and so then they started doing, like, hanging out and talking a lot more than they were doing the scene. And so then they were like, well, maybe we're better friends than scene partners. And so then they moved in together and became roommates. And then one thing led to another. And then the next thing you know, they were getting together. And they were happy. And the day that they got together was very romantic. They were driving in a car, and Sean was all like, well, I really want to be with you forever. And Rebecca was like, well, I didn't ever want to get married, and I'm sort of freaked out by this whole forever thing. Like, dude, like, what? I'm like 20, like, geez. And, but I want to be with you tomorrow, so can I just keep being with you tomorrow? And he was like, yeah, whatever, man, like, that's cool with me. And she was like, awesome, like, let's get some Chinese food or something, like, that sounds good. And then they looked ahead to the horizon, and this is according to them, but I believe them. There were clouds in the sky, and just as Rebecca was like, sure, whatever, I'll, like, keep hanging out with you, I guess, the clouds parted, and the rays of the sun came down from the sky. And Rebecca and John were like, oh my God, we got Jesus rays. Clearly this is meant to be. So they kept hanging out, and they have been very happy, and they do crazy stuff, like they make shows and they play games, and Sean totally turned Rebecca into a big nerd girl, and which made her very happy. So that's okay. And they did watch a lot of sci-fi, and they play a lot of games, and then they do crazy stuff like Sean encourages Rebecca to make scopes. with Cubbie. So that's them in a nutshell. And what else could I tell you about them? Sean is pretty awesome. He works from home, so sometimes he's still kind of like the hermit, like he was in the scene, because sometimes he's like, I haven't been out of the house in 4 days. What is this burning orb in the sky? I don't know what that... I'm gonna fling things at strange people because I don't know what civilization is anymore because I just sit at my computer all day. But then Rebecca makes him get out of the house and go do other things. And what else? And he has a great laugh. So if you're doing a show, you really want him in the audience to laugh at you because he makes everybody else laugh when he laughs. And that's pretty, and he laughs at a lot of stuff. Like, he's got a great sense of humor, obviously, because he finds me pretty funny. And what else does he do? And he likes music, and he draws really well, and he's a good director, and he puts up with Rebecca's crap, and he cooks sometimes, and once in a while he does the dishes, once in a while, and he is an animals and children like him, which is really pretty much the measure of a good person, right? He's like a very, very nice person, and everybody likes him. So, because, I mean, who wouldn't? Like, he's just pretty amazing. So happy anniversary to Sean and Rebecca. And, what I would like to do to close out this scope, I would like to sing a happy anniversary song for Sean and Rebecca. And so, back in the day, Rebecca was kind of a metalhead. She still, like, hang out like a hang-bang with the burner dudes, with the burnout dudes. Well, she hangs with the burner dudes now. And Sean likes, some pretty banging music, too. So, what I thought I would do is, I have a special guest. Where is he? Come on in. This is Mr. Fuzzybutt. He's my Wookie toy that I sleep with every night. And he's going to help me. We're going to rock out and we're going to sing an anniversary song for Sean. So hang on. Stay there just a minute because I'm going to turn on a little accompaniment to help me out. Okay? Okay, hang on. Come on, Mr. Fuzzybutt, let's sing! 5, 6, 7, 8. Sean is awesome! Sean is great! He played a hobo, and he's kind of a hermit, and he loves it. I love cheese because he loves cheese too! Sean and Rebecca have been together forever, and they love each other, and they'll be together forever. Rock out, head bang. Don't knock the camera over, Rebecca. Jesus, you have one job. Can you freaking do it properly? Hang on, I'm not done yet. Happy anniversary! Happy anniversary! Your relationship is old enough to drink, so let's go out and get blasted! Ha! 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 Rock out! Rock out! Rock out with your pants out! Rock out! What did you think I was gonna say? I'm not dirty. Jeez! Happy anniversary, Rebecca and Sean! Sean, you are awesome, and I hope you liked my song! Ha! 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 my own Periscope channel. It's coming soon, and I'll make a quick scope to let you know when it is. In the meantime, this is me and Mr. Fuzzybutt, my Wookiee friend, and we are signing off. Bye. See you later.